Okay, so now we come to the part on the North American Union. If you haven't watched the videos about the economy and the Fed, then I suggest you go back and watch those because we're sliding deeper into the rabbit hole. Okay, first of all, is the North American Union true or false, right? Either they're planning on it, and that's the plan, and they're not telling us, of course, or they're not planning on it, and it's all BS. It's all made up. It's conspiracy shenanigans that has nothing to do with anything. It's not going to happen, okay? So it's, again, one or the other. It's not like, well, we'll do half of the North American Union. We'll just put Canada and America together, which would make more sense to me. Canadians are like Americans. But when you throw Mexico into the mix, I'm thinking, geez, you know, how's that going to work? That means I could buy a house on the beach in Mexico? Could be good, but, you know, we already speak Spanish here in California anyway. Not so bad, right? Cheap labor. But then again, if you think about it, if most Americans are already out of work, and it's going to be worse, why do we want the Mexicans to come up here and they'll work for peanuts? Then even the peanut jobs we won't be able to get. How are they going to play that one out? Think about it, okay? So, North American Union, Ron Paul. Ron Paul, first of all, is a congressman. He's been a congressman for like 28 years. Something. He's getting old. I think he's in his 70s. Awesome man. I have total respect for Ron Paul. He's the only freaking, well, there's two or three congressmen who's speaking the truth. He's a constitutionalist. He stands up for the Constitution of America. He stands up for the Bill of Rights, which Bush is not. Bush, Clinton, and I think there's been a series of presidents. We're going down the tubes. We're going away from the Constitution, Bill of Rights, all the stuff that our founding fathers had set in place. They're flushing down the proverbial toilet. Now, hard to believe. You think the government is screwing the government? How does that work? I don't really have the answers to that, but you're going to get the big picture here in a few minutes. So watch the videos on the North American Union. Part of the North American Union is the Amero. Now, you think, why would we ever agree to the Amero? And this is my theory. This is my prediction. And, of course, I didn't make this up. I'm taking from everybody else. But they're going to crash the economy. Basically, your dollar is going to be worth 10 cents. Maybe 10 cents. It's going to be like Zimbabwe. They're going to crash it. They're going to crash it hard. They're going to crash it fast. We are going to be on our frickin' knees. It's going to be economic collapse. The banks are already collapsing. My money's at Citibank, and I just found out they got to bail out Citibank. And the guys at Citibank told me, oh, your money is good with us. Yeah, bullshit. Oh, I said it again. Oh, got to bleep that out. What was I talking about? Where was I? The bank's collapsing. My dollar's going to collapse. So your dollar's going to be worth nothing. So they can say, we have an answer. We're going to merge with Canada and Mexico for their resources, cheap labor, yada, yada, and we're going to make a new currency that's going to be worth something. And when they do that, I've read things that gold and silver are going to go through the roof at that time. And because it's the only thing of value, your dollar won't be worth a dime. So keep that in mind. North American Union, true or not true? Oh, and this is one thing I left out. They asked Obama and McCain about the North American Union. There's videos in here. You got to look for it. The Obama was real obvious. McCain says, I'm against it. No North American Union if I'm president. Right? He didn't say what it is. He assumed everybody knows. Right? So you think about that. Then they ask Obama about the North American Union, and he goes, the North American, what'd you call it again? Frickin' lies. Pretends like he doesn't even know it exists. And I see no evidence for this. There's no proof that this is really existing, because truly there is some evidence, but yeah. So he's pretending like he doesn't know about it, yet then he turns around and talks about it and he says there's no proof, so we did know about it. You know, he knows the name of it. Then he lies about his affiliation with the Council on Foreign Relations. This is the guy we elected as our president. But that's another subject. But it has to do with the North American Union. So you'll find out Lou Dobbs, all kinds of reporters, and Ron Paul all know about it. But the guy who's going to be the president doesn't know about it. He sees no evidence. Right. Just watch the videos and let's slide down the rabbit hole a little bit deeper.